most rewarding part of this experience was the last half an hour leading into the curtain call, when all the kind of alchemy, the magic of theatre kind of came true, and we had the audience with us, and all the coughing and all the distractions stopped, and they were with us, and it was very, very powerful. And then the curtain went up and they all stood, and it was this amazing experience. We were with them through that 4 hours, and to be reminded of that every single night and have that amazing magic and alchemy was just, very special. And as far as challenging, I mean, try 4 hours on stage, not leaving the stage. It was very intense.
Oh my gosh, I'm feeling over the moon right now. Just to see my friends and family be awarded tonight as well is, it feels like a beautiful, triumphant night from all of our, blood, sweat, and tears over the past 6 months. And gosh, I think my favorite memory is, I don't know, I can't really choose one, but because we're at the WhatsOnStage Awards, and it is about the audience and it is about the people and the humans out there, I think it was just connecting with them night after night.
I mean, genuinely, the people, as in just being in the company that we were in, was just really, really, really special. And they, I've been in many companies, and there are lots of very nice companies, but it's rare to sort of come across where everyone really fits together like that. That was probably it. And then the challenge, well, it's doing it 8 shows a week is the thing. Doing it for 4 or 5 months, it was. It's a bit of an endurance test, but it's sort of exhilarating. Like, at the same time, you sort of think, like, oh, you want to, and we didn't miss a show. None of us missed a show, which is something I really think about with sort of pride in a way.
I'm incredibly grateful to anyone who took the time to vote for me. That's just wild, and I think Next Normal does have that quality that it really does speak to people on a very molecular level. I think everybody understands something about trauma and about grief and about family, and our play deals in those themes, and I think it sort of draws people in who all have their own specific experiences, but they're able to sort of share in a room for a couple of hours, watching other families sort of go through all of that together.
I still look back at the cast as family, I think, because I made my debut with them. They're so, I hold them really dear to my heart. So the atmosphere that we had backstage was really precious.
I think my fondest memory was actually the first preview, because there was something about it was was kind of like, I was acceptant of the fact that it wasn't going to be perfect. It wasn't, there was just something so magic about it. And also singing Maybe This Time in front of one of my childhood best friends in the audience, who had heard me sing that song in an audition in year 11 at school. And it was a very full circle moment, and it was just really special.
No, I'm alive, I'm so alive. You climb on my back and we go to the light. If you try to deny me, I'll never die. I'm alive, so alive. I'm alive.
Maybe I'm not alone. What if I'm coming home? Go meet somebody I've known all alone. Maybe I've got a choice. Maybe I follow my voice.
My proudest achievement with this London production is really just, being a part of a huge collaboration with so many people, hundreds of people involved in this production, but it's a massive technical accomplishment from the team backstage, video, sound, lighting. As some people know, the production includes a 10-minute one-shot that starts in Tom Francis's dressing room, and it does a tour of the theatre, did a tour of the Savoy Theatre, and then took him outside onto the Strand. And you can imagine it's one thing having that kind of idea as a director, but it really relies upon the passion and perseverance of everyone backstage to make it happen. So I'm just to be a part of that group of people is just, truly special.
Definitely felt the pressure. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when I first looked at this show and I thought I would like to do it, and I went to Disney and said, hi, my name's Matt, please could I do Disney's Newsies? And eventually, after a lot of back and forth, they said yes. And then I felt this massive pressure to sort of deliver, but I wanted to really specifically show that we had the level of talent in this country that could dance in that way. That was the biggest sort of driving force behind me wanting to do it. And I hope that we proved that we are an absolute match in terms of Broadway and the rest of the world. We have that talent here.
I still remember to this day in the rehearsal room, which was just an old sort of, warehouse type room, getting from the start of With One Look to the end of With One Look, just with the piano in the room, and I was just conducting her, and my hands were sort of going along conducting her, but going, oh my, we've got a megastar, and I probably won't get that opportunity to conduct somebody like that very many times in my career. So we were all completely blown away and sort of lost for words by the end of it. We were like, wow, this is something else.
When I read the book and I thought this cannot be done on stage, and then talking to Luke Shepherd and the incredible creative team and seeing their vision and then all working together, and that was an amazing thing. And then the first preview and seeing Henry Fraser and his family watch the show and how happy they were with it, that was incredible.
I mean, to be honest, the creative team is like wonderful. Nick Heiner, Nick Starr, working with the marketing team, absolutely fantastic. And they've just given us like the free rein to be able to approach the creative in the way that we felt would be best suited. And yeah, it's great working with them.
Everybody needs a hand, needs a little help. Every now and then, Albert, I would be so
Colour of your hair and the way you catch the light.
Obviously, we were presenting it at a time that is really difficult for queer stories, drag queen stories especially, and so to find ourselves creating this piece of work in this big beautiful space in the heart of London and shouting it loud and proud was a very special thing, and I think audiences want to celebrate those stories in a way that is very positive, so it's fantastic.
The whole show was fantastic. The whole process was fantastic. Being able to create something that's different, unusual, that we're trying new stuff and having that embraced by so many people, so many fans who have now voted and have been appreciative of our work and see it received so well is an absolute joy.
The most proudest thing about doing the show was being able to deliver Andrew's score, but with Jamie's magnificent direction and his meticulous nature, and being able to revisit such an amazing show with such a great orchestration and great music.
I think our proudest achievement has to be when we got Tom Francis to sing live on the Strand every night, and we finally got a system that worked where he could hear the orchestra and then he could walk outside live onto the Strand and be in sync as we played back.
I think the debate that was drummed up online with people wondering whether it was live and how have they done it, it's not possible, it can't be live, it must be pre-recorded, and it was a really proud moment for us to know that we'd done it all live, you know.
And he went out there in the rain and like umbrellas flying in his face. He went out there with crowds of people at the end. I mean, he was an absolute champion, and yeah, we're really proud.
it's a funny thing as services to theatre, because it does make you look back and realise that you've been doing it for a little bit of time. And obviously, I'm coming to the end of my tenure at the National Theatre, so there's been a little bit of a moment to look back over it. But do you know what? I'm in rehearsal tomorrow, and there's another show that's pressing this week in the Littleton Theatre, and it goes on. Got another 20 shows to produce, and this sort of hungry machine of theatre, it's a live art. We've got to keep those standards high and just keep doing the work. So there's not much time to look back.
Everybody's having a good time. We all love each other. It's a blast. We're actually having fun. Everyone gives it 100%. It's just like we literally wake up every day, and no matter how tired we are, and we look at each other in the hallway and we give each other a smile and we clap our hands and go out there and put on a great show. And we're having a blast. It is truly a joy.
My goodness, I saw this show in 2018, and it's moved me so much that it kind of became the catalyst to me starting my own company. And then I met Katie, who has basically mentored me into the producer I am today, and then decided to partner up and basically do the show. So it was a real dream come true to bring it to London for the first time and share this beautiful musical with audiences in London. Yeah.
I mean, it's the most epic production we've ever staged. So the largest cast, indoors and outdoors, and of course in the first year since we lost our Arts Council funding. So it was a huge undertaking for us.
I first heard Love Never Dies when the album first came out, and I fell in love with it. Every single tune ripped through me. And for me, when we're doing these concerts, we're here to celebrate the music and the score. And Love Never Dies, its greatest asset is the extraordinary Andrew Lloyd Webber score. And to get the chance to conduct that on stage with the 27-piece London Musical Theatre Orchestra, it was a dream come true.
My job really is to thank the audiences who came from across the world to see our show. The atmosphere within the Duke of York's Theatre was absolutely unforgettable, and I will never forget the pin drop silence and the roars of laughter and meeting everybody outside. Audiences really are the reason why I do it.
I think he's an actor of promise, and I think he might do all right if he keeps at it, because He's sometimes he can be a bit lazy. No, honestly, I don't think there is a better actor in the world who I have ever worked with.
The journey from the first preview and the acceptance from that, this is just like a waterfall of that. We're so happy for the fans and for them accepting us, and it's been a blast of a night. And I'm so tired. We had a performance this evening, but it's really a testament to them. We're here for you, and obviously they're here for us, so we're all very happy.
It's everything. Having the approval of the fans. I mean, it's why we did it. It's why we do it. It's why I produce anyway. It's for the audiences, and also a work like this. It's very, very satisfying because it's bringing in brand new audiences, and we've only been running a few weeks, so we haven't got all the data and the stats yet, but I'm told that around 50% of our audience are first-time theatre goers. It reminds me of when we opened Harry Potter, and then it was 75% of our audience are first-time theatre goers, so I'm working on the basis that 25% have kept going, and that's why we're 50%. So bit by bit, we're doing our bit for audience development in the West End.
Tonight's been so exciting, sitting watching the nominations and the performances. but a What's on Stage award means an awful lot. And actually celebrating Nick Heitner's absolute genius in putting this show together and hiring all of us to help it along its way is really special.
We're reeling. We can't believe
yeah, we
this.
just somehow won Best New Musical at the What's on Stage Awards, and honestly, we are just so endlessly delighted and proud and tired, and our earrings are falling off.
Oh, we're on a nightmare, but we're so grateful. It's voted for by the audience, which is what we do this for. We love to make people happy and bring people joy. That's why we do this 8 times a week. So the fact that people have voted is
it's
amazing.
unbelievable. I think the show has been built by the fans and by the people who come and see Fringe Theatre, and it's through to them that we've changed the jokes, changed the song, tried to make it better every single time. So to do this for them and to have it done by them is incredible.